Hello friends, welcome to our live today. Just gonna wait a couple minutes just to see if anyone's around. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday. Make sure this is working and that we're public. Okay. If you're here, make sure you pop in the chat and say hello. Hello, hello. Hi, Jana. Welcome. Just waiting for a couple more people. So if you can see by the title of this live, it says, "Come paint with me in Spain," because I have a very exciting announcement, which I will mention in a second, but I'm pretty sure you guys can guess. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, June. Hi, David. Welcome, everyone. So my prompter is right here where I can see your comments. I'm not just staring into your eyes lovingly. It always feels so awkward. Hello to you in New Jersey. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so as this cough still is here. As the title of this live says, it says, "Come paint with me in Spain," because I don't know if you could hear that. I am hosting a second UpTrek retreat this year in Spain. So if some of you already know, I announced my trip in April to France for a watercolor retreat at this gorgeous estate. I'm so excited. I've never been to Europe in my life. So that was really exciting, but we sold out the trip and then there was a ton of people on the wait list. So UpTrek asked if I would host another one this year in September in Spain, and obviously I had to say yes. So I am launching that today. The link is live on their website. I do have it in the description below. So if you are curious, you can definitely go and click on the link in the description of this video, and all of the details are going to be there. I'm going to go through some of the stuff here, but really everything is like broken down into days and all the information you need is there. Also, UpTrek is absolutely incredible. They are really great at answering any questions you may have. And I've heard, honestly, I have a few friends who have done these retreats who have hosted them. Christy Rice just did one she did hers in Spain actually. And I think she's doing another one. She just launched another one in Portugal, which is exciting. And she said it was absolutely incredible. UpTrek took care of absolutely everything. They were so helpful. Everyone loved it. So I'm really excited because I haven't done this before. And like I said, I haven't traveled, but UpTrek really takes care of everything. So I'm so excited to announce that we're going to Spain. And if you're interested in a week-long watercolor retreat in the most picturesque, beautiful place, this is it. So I'm just going to share a couple photos, and then we can talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing there and learning. If you guys have any questions, you can let me know in the chat. This is the word I'm trying to come up with. And then I can try and answer questions the best I can, but really a lot of the information is on the website. Okay, so here are a few pictures. I'm just going to move over a bit. Excuse me. So, this way. So right here is the venue. We're staying at this beautiful 5-acre venue in Spain. It's kind of like in a little desert area. I've never been there, like I said, but it has a beautiful pool. It has gorgeous terraces. It has I think all the rooms for this trip are single rooms, which is nice if you want to be on your own, which I'm more like that kind of person. So I don't think you have to share a room, but it's absolutely beautiful. And like I said, more of the photos are going to be on the website, so you can definitely check that out. And then up above, oh, this way, right here, are some pictures of the day trips we're going to be taking. So we're doing 2 day trips. Let me get to the, I mean, you can't see this, but I'm just going to show you, not show you, tell you. So we're going to be taking 2 day trips. One is to, I can't say it, Alcazaba Fortress. I need to brush up on languages. I'm going to France. I got to learn a little bit of French. My son's in French immersion. He just started this year, so hopefully he can help me. But even Spanish, I'm like, I am the worst with pronunciation. Fortress. So it's in the Tabernas Desert. And I think they've shot movies here. So things like, where is it? I'm going to read you some of the stuff. Okay. So it's known as Europe's only desert. And it's been a filming location for iconic movies like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Indiana Jones, and The Last Crusade. So if you, I don't know, is it there? Yeah. So if you look at the top, backwards, this picture right here, oh my gosh, that's actually like a film set in the desert, which is amazing. So that's really, really cool. So that's one of the places we're going to be going. And then we're going to be going to a fortress, like a 10th century fortress, which is like this incredible like castle, which is amazing. And did I say Indiana Jones? I said Indiana Jones, right? Matt? But yeah, so that's one of the day trips. And then the other one is going to, oh, my pronunciation is going to be awful. Geopark? I don't know. Either way, beaches. So that picture of the beach, it's backwards. We're going to be going and seeing pristine beaches, volcanic cliffs, striking rock formations. It's going to be amazing. Like, I was looking up pictures of the beaches there just in general, and they're absolutely incredible. And then we're gonna have lunch there. We're also going to be walking through, so we're going to Spain, Almeria, Spain, and we're going to be walking through the towns, going to restaurants. It's like absolutely amazing. So I'm really bad at details and like reading all this off. So like I said, the details are in the link. Check it out because it does go through, if you scroll down, it goes through each day. So arrival, what we're going to be doing, even the stuff that I'm going to be teaching. So it's like what we're going to be learning each day. Where did I put it? So like the first day we're going to be learning like, essential skills, loading your brush. This is going to be geared towards beginners. But also if you have been painting for a few years and you're not just brand new to watercolor, I'm not going to be like, well, we're just going to keep practicing washes and all that stuff. The beauty of these retreats is that there's only 16 people and we have all the time in the world. So I can really cater to each person and walk around. And so if you're, absolute beginner working on, different washes and gradients, we can work on that. But if you have been painting for a while and you've got like your blending and all that kind of stuff down, we can work on looking at shapes and colors and really developing your style. There's so many things we can do. So if you're brand new to watercolor, this is for you. If you just want to come and paint and you're bringing some friends, this is for you. If you really want to develop your skills, your style, learn a little bit more about plein air painting, this is for you. It's going to be absolutely incredible. The other thing that I've heard about UpTrek is the food is amazing. And they cater to everyone's needs. So if you have dietary restrictions, all that fun stuff, all that kind of stuff, they will definitely take care of you. So there's no need to worry about that. So stuff that's included in this. So obviously the art classes, we're going to be painting basically daily, and then really developing our skills over the week. We're going to have, fresh fruit and flowers and stuff like that to use for still life paintings. You have 7 nights of accommodation. Just making sure, delicious local wine during dinner service. I'm so excited for that. So excited for you, Emma, and just to hang out with you and other artists. I know that'd be so much fun, right? And just you're hanging out with like-minded people who are interested in watercolor and, just the beauty around you. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, I talked about the day trips, private transportation for all planned activities. So they really take care of taking you from the airport to the retreat venue. The only thing is that what's not included is your airfare, travel insurance. Art materials, I am going to get you to bring some, but I am also going to provide some for you, like some of my workshop brush sets. My France team, do I have it? Oh my God, my room is such a mess. My France crew, I purchased 16 of these wooden palettes, travel palettes for when we do plein air painting. So I'm excited to do that, and I'm going to fill them up with some paint. We're providing paper, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be so much fun. So great. What will the cost be with you? So all the costs will be on the link. So you're going to have to check that out. I think it also depends on what room you get. So make sure that you check it out because it varies depending on where you are. Is the cost to be with you? Yes. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I still can't believe this is my life, that I get to teach like in places that I've always wanted to go that I've never gone before. Like I said, I've never traveled. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, so that's my exciting news. It's happening from September 15th to the 22nd, I believe, right? Yes, 2025. Which is going to be awesome. The link should be in the description. Let me see if I can throw it in the chat as well. There's the link again, but it is in the description. You can click on that after as well. But yeah, so that's it. I want to do like a little painting with you now, just like a little inspired painting of one of the photos that I thought was really cool. No Canadian pricing. I'm about 2 hours from you in Ontario, and not to have to deal with the exchange would be nice. So I don't control the website of the pricing and all that stuff. I don't know if you want to mention to Uptrack, you can just try and convert yourself, but that's I don't have any control over that. Okay, so I want to do a little painting of this this one. Oh my gosh, this one. I'm just gonna turn around my thing. I can speak, I promise. Yeah. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for jumping in there. My husband's in the chat answering questions as well. Okay. So, as a lot of you know, I started off as like a floral watercolor artist. I didn't do a lot of landscapes, but over the past few years, I've been doing more. And these trips are really going to be pushing me to do more as well, which I'm really excited about because it's something I've always wanted to do. And I am just going to paint a little something with you for now, because practice is always the best. And so, yeah, I haven't done a lot of architecture paintings, but we're going to be, figuring it out together. I'm going to be practicing a lot beforehand, obviously. We're going to try and do some plein air painting while we're there. Maybe we're going to be bringing travel sketchbooks so we can sketch on site, which will be great. And just kind of learning to paint what's around you and how you see it and how you kind of put it on paper. And I'm going to be giving you, why can I not do this straight? Giving you all of my tips. Okay. I can't do anything straight today. What is going on? It's also still morning for me. I feel like I'm just waking up. Okay. I don't know why nothing feels straight, but it's okay. There. My lights are kind of messing with me too. Okay. Wake up. I'm just getting some painter's tape. All right. Okay, so, excuse me. I want to try and paint this kind of, like the cityscape with the mountains in the background. So I'm gonna try that. And I want to do it very loosely and just kind of have fun and play around. This isn't going to be like a super detailed painting or anything, more of like a loose style. That's another thing, is just trying to develop your style over time and really kind of get an idea of what style you like, what style you gravitate towards. Okay, so I'm just gonna paint a blue sky. And I'm also gonna be teaching how to kind of look at images and put them on paper. Really like how I go about, you know, painting from a reference photo. So we'll be taking lots of photos on our trip as well, bringing them back to the studio, and then learning how to kind of, you know, replicate that in our own style. Okay, so here's the sky, and I'm just kind of trying to create some clouds just by painting around the white. I'm gonna grab a little bit of like a darker blue, get that in there as well. And then there's like mountains in the background, so I'm just gonna grab this like blackish blue color. I want to make it lighter. And it doesn't have to be the same, obviously. Just kind of making it very loose. Highly recommend getting some empty art toolkit travel palettes too. Quite slim and perfect for travel. Ooh, I'll have to look into that. See, I haven't done a lot of travel painting, a lot of plein air stuff, and this is going to be so much fun to explore and do and kind of learn together. It's going to be great. It's going to be a very laid back but fun and very informative kind of no pressure learning environment is my goal. Here are some mountains. Like that. All right. Now these buildings, they're really kind of cool. They're all kind of like white. So I'm just going to grab a really light wash of gray. And I'm just going to start, actually, I'm going to grab a flat brush to help with the kind of right angles of this. So really, really light. And I'm just going to start placing in these little buildings, these houses. These are so cool. Always starting really light, because you can always make things darker, remember. And I'm just gonna, and I'm not even copying right from the picture. I'm just kind of getting a feeling for what they look like and making it my own. This is the ugly stage of a painting, if you haven't noticed. You know, I always talk about how there's like an ugly, awkward stage of paintings. This is it, where you're like, is this even going to work out? Am I doing this right? I have no idea. I don't know, because I haven't done this before. But this is the kind of stuff we're going to figure out together. What works, what doesn't. A lot of experimenting, trial and error. I'm going to grab some brown, some burnt sienna, because the roofs are that color. There are a lot of triangles. And we're just going to be figuring out a lot of styles of like what kind of vibe we like for, you know, our paintings. I'm gravitating more towards these kind of loose styles. Also, I don't think I have a lot of patience for very detailed work. I'm a very fast painter, which I'm sure you guys have seen. And I just kind of like getting my paint on paper without thinking too much about it, without being too detailed. I'm going to be placing some trees in there in a minute. Maybe get different colors of houses and buildings. I'm also keeping it very light so I can put some trees in there and just paint it right over. Kind of want to make this mountain a little bit more dark now that it's dry. You can make it sharper. Same with these ones. Like that. Okay, let's start adding some green in there. This is the weird part, right? It looks so odd. Really doubting myself. Okay, I'm gonna grab some green. I have an olive green here. I'm gonna grab some blue to make it a bit darker. And I'm just gonna start, actually I wanna start lighter because we can always develop and add more. So one cool thing is they have these trees that kind of look like long triangles almost. And I'm just trying to place it in, make it super loose. I also like this style because when you're on location, right, and you might not have all the time in the world to get really detailed, you can learn how to just paint, like put your paint on paper, get an idea. Then when you get back to a studio and you have more time, you can really finish it off there, but just kind of getting a vibe of the shapes and all that. I like this, the blockiness of this, if that makes sense. Okay, gonna grab a little bit of darker green. And once we add like more windows and stuff to this, it will look a bit better. A little bit more put together, because right now it just looks very loose. Have like little palm trees almost. Excuse me. Just really working on some of those darker shadows to separate some of the land and the mountains. Like this. Just trying to get in between there. I'm definitely doing a lot more greenery than is in the photo, but that's okay. Okay, then I'm going to take a darker wash of some of these buildings and just add like the sides of the buildings to make them a little bit darker. I'm going to grab a bit more of that brown. Maybe make a little bit more detail on some of these roofs just with the triangles. See how loose it is? I'm not worrying too much about shapes. You just want to get a general view of what you see in the photos. You can change up some of the brown too as well. Like that. I feel like some of it needs a bit more of those darker trees. And then once we add the windows, it will kind of come together. I promise. It's not going to just look like blobs, which it kind of does right now. So I'm going to grab just a little bit like indigo and brown just to make like a darker black. And I'm going to grab a smaller brush. This like tiny little filbert. That's probably perfect for windows. And I'm just going to do some, oh, come on. Do some windows and doors. Different shapes. See how that kind of comes together? Like so. You can do a bit more on your mountains. A little bit of dry brush here. Same thing with the ones in the back. And really just kind of have fun with it and just make it look so loose and colorful. Maybe a little bit of texture. So this is the kind of stuff we'll be learning a little bit, but also like sticking to some of the floral stuff that I do, because that's like my wheelhouse mostly. But yeah, just landscapes, just so much fun. We can really, the thing that's great about this is that while, you know, I have ideas of how I want things planned out, like we can go off the cuff and really, you know, just work on whatever you want to learn as well. It's not like set in stone that this is what we're going to do this day. Exactly. This is what we're going to do this day. Like I have guided lessons, but I also want to hear what you want to learn. So if we're, you know, really enjoying painting some sort of like florals from the grounds, we can, you know, really develop that. We can work more on that. Whatever you guys want to do is what we'll do. That's too dark. I don't know why I did that. Let's get a little bit of birds in there. Why not? There we go. But just a quick little preview of fun stuff that you can learn to paint. But you can just really keep going. And even though the details aren't super accurate, you know, the more you add, the more it kind of comes together, which is really, really cool. I'm just going to make sure. Hold on. Live stream. But yeah, let me know if there's any questions you guys have. But this is so exciting, so much fun. I'm really excited to do both these trips. So if you were interested in the France one, and it just wasn't, you know, maybe the timing wasn't right or it sold out, this is your chance. And I'm hoping to do more in the future as well. I'm so excited. But yeah, make sure you check out the link in the description for all the incredible details. Reach out to Uptrek if you have any questions. And I think that's about it for today. So, like, look from far away. Kind of looks like a postcard too, right? So much fun. And you'll learn how to paint stuff like this. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's my big announcement for today. I hope you guys can join me. And that's about it. So I will be back tomorrow. I have a video on some florals for Valentine's Day coming out. And, you know, just the regular schedule. We're back. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And that's about it. Bye, guys.